No, Joe, we're not holding hands. We don't need to hold hands, Joe.
So Dale and I are actually walking around right now around the hotel, and we're discussing outside security. Just like we talked about inside security, you got to talk about outside security. You know, where are you going to park and why? Well, one of the things you got to worry about is lighting, right? Obviously, you want to park where it's well lit. One thing you have to consider is where you're at. Now, if Dale and I have traveled down range, and again, a lot of the power grids go out, and it could be pitch black in a parking lot. So what is another thing you can do to mitigate the risk if it's a dark place? Well, Dale's going to talk about that.
Yeah, carry a flashlight. You know, there's all kinds of pin lights you can carry on your keychain, but have some type of a light with you. Two, think about parking, you know, call it combat parking backwards into a parking spot. Kind of do a little bit of a, you know, forward reconnaissance, looking forward where you're going, and looking for dead spots, areas where, you know, someone could be hiding, standing, danger zone, so to speak.
I want to show you guys something. This is our Commando knife, inspired by the Vietnam SOG knife. Whether it's for hunting, camping, or emergency survival, this knife is built to handle it all. And talking about the handle, look at this bad boy. We got the stars and stripes on the handle for America. We got a glass breaker for any rescue situations you might be in, a durable 6.875 blade. It's the only knife you'll ever need once you get your hand on this bad boy. And guess what? This knife is free just for watching this video. All you have to do is cover the shipping by clicking in the link in the description, but we're only giving away 200 of these Commando knives. It's backed by a 1-year satisfaction guaranteed. So get to the link in the description and get yours now. Hurry up and get this bad boy. Oi, back to the video.
So you have to be a little proactive. You have to look forward and anticipate what could possibly happen. I always play the what if game. What if I walk around this corner and a guy jumps out with a gun, or comes out with a knife, or I go to my car and a guy comes up from the blind side and attacks me. So when you play the what if game, you come up with a scenario, a solution, and basically it doesn't have to be an elaborate solution. It's going to be, guy comes around the corner, he's going to jump out with a knife. I'm going to do this, right? And this is my plan. And basically, it becomes a boilerplate plan that we put on the shelf. And if that moment happens to avail itself, we're not thinking about, oh God, what am I going to do? What am I going to do? And it's too late. I'm just going to initiate my plan and run away, right? Exactly. So you mentioned Cooper's color codes of readiness, and you know, living in different conditions, right? Obviously, we want to live in condition yellow, you know, as much as we can. We don't want to go to red unless we have to, and that's, you know, that's an extreme circumstance, and we never want to be in white. In fact, we can train ourselves even when we're sleeping to be in condition yellow, which is something we'll talk about in another video. But you know, in a scenario like this out here, you know, it's really knowing your terrain, knowing where all the dead spots are, knowing where the potential threat could come from, understanding what could the potential threat be. It could be just some guy mugging you. It could be anything, right? So anticipating that and having a plan already in mind will go a long way to help mitigate any kind of an emergency situation and get you out of a jam if you need it. So it's just a matter of being smart. Okay, so now we're going to kind of put this into practice. So let's walk over here and check this out.
Abandoned car.
Wow, right?
Yeah, no doubt. So we're actually in the back of the hotel right now, but just to give you some food for thought here, right? I don't know if these lights work or not. If they do, great. But even if they didn't, look how close the wood line is to where you're parking your car, right? That's about 20 feet. Even if these lights are on, that's going to be dark as hell right there. So this is probably not a spot I would want to park at. You know, you're in the back of the hotel. Another thing we're looking at too is we got I see one camera here on the corner of the hotel, and I think one more right there, right? Which that ain't really a good spot because it's obstructed by the dam. They need to trim those trees back. But anyway, you do have camera coverage if something did happen back here, but you know, that's kind of after the fact. So anyway, I would stay away from anywhere where you're parking near, really close to a wood line.
Yeah, and not only that, you know, The other problem with parking in hotels, especially in a remote part of the parking lot, is you may not get attacked, but while you're gone, your car may end up missing its wheels and tires, get broken into. You come out in the morning and you got a piece of metal sitting in the parking lot. So for me, I don't park my car anywhere where it can't be observed. I look at my car as it's like my horse. It's my transportation, right? And so you kill my horse, I got a problem. And so I take care of my car and I protect it and I place it somewhere where I don't want it damaged either. Not because I'm afraid of damage. I just don't want to lose my vehicle. It's my means for transportation. But to your point, out here, one of the things I would do if I pulled up is I'd look for security cameras, lighting, all that work. And then I would have to consider, is this a good spot or no? I mean, if I was going to break into cars and steal stuff, this would be a great spot,
here,
right?
exactly.
Come right here and haul off into the woods. So I might be more inclined to park out in the front, closer to the doorway or the main entrance. So these are little these are little tidbits of information that might save you a lot of heartache. Whether it's for personal safety or even securing your vehicle. Particularly for traveling. Nothing worse than traveling and your car is damaged, your wheels are stolen, and you're traveling a long way, and now your transportation's down. You got to get it fixed and get it replaced to continue your journey. So I'm all about keeping life simple.
Another thing too that when Dale was talking, it totally crossed my mind. So let's say you check into the hotel, right? You go through the front door and they give you your room key and they say, oh, well, your room's around the back of the hotel. You can use the back door. It's fine to bring your car back here and unload all your luggage, but be smart and take your car and park it back out front. Don't just leave your car parked back here in this danger zone. This is a danger zone right here. You got woods all over the damn place. It's probably dark as a well digger's ass at night back here. And so, bring your car back here, unload your freaking luggage, and then park your car back around the front where there's a lot of lighting. So that people get lazy, they get complacent. Nothing's gonna happen until you come out your car and the fucking windows are broken out of and all your shit's gone. So anyway, guys, this is basic stuff, but you gotta put it into practice.
If you want to learn more, ring the bell.